Hey, Crazy Will here today. Today we're going to be talking about branding your YouTube channel. How to do it. We're going to do it with Infinity Photo. I'm going to show you how. Stay tuned. Hey, Crazy Will from Crazy Will's Tech Show. Today, we're going to talk about branding your YouTube channel. That's right, we're going to get into what it is to brand your YouTube channel using Infinity Photo, which I recently adopted. It feels like everybody and their mother is making a YouTube channel nowadays. I know this because my mother did make a YouTube channel, and that's what we're going to be doing today, is branding her YouTube channel. And if you'd like to see that, take a look down below. And while you're checking out my mother's channel, I want you guys to take another look at another up-and-coming channel. Soul NR hits a lot of different good subjects, and she really didn't have any graphics design experience, which captured my attention. She taught herself how to video edit and how to brand herself, and she's doing a really good job. She's made a lot of progress in a short amount of time, so pat on the back for her. And that proves my point that you could do anything you put your mind to, like I'm always saying. So way to go, Soul NR. So if you don't have a son like me that will do the graphic design work for you and help you with your new YouTube channel, we're going to take a look at a graphics design program called Infinity Photo, and I figured I'd walk you through the steps that I take to make my logo designs. And like I said, I did do this professionally for a very long time, and I have an extensive background, so I just thought I'd show you my process and the steps I take to try to design a logo. So what is branding? Branding is not just a logo. I mean, you need the logo, you need the colors, you need the design. You also need a certain way of standing out. Hence, why I wear the glasses. Whether you like my sunglasses or not, it's part of my branding. When you see a white guy wearing weird bit glasses, you'll know it's me. I always describe what people think when they see golden arches. What do you guys come up with when somebody says golden arches to you? You think of McDonald's. Not that they're sponsored by this video, but you think of McDonald's, and that was always my example. You know the red and gold arches. You have that red sign with the gold arches and the white lettering. You always see that, and your brain, you don't even have to see it. You just see like an object in the distance, and you'll know their logo, and you'll be thinking, burger! Branding is very important. I really think you need to do this to stand out from the crowd, especially because, like I said earlier, everybody and their mother is becoming a YouTuber. So you need a little more professionalism. And how you can do that is branding your products, making good thumbnails, editing as best you can. So without further ado, guys, so I don't keep going on, I'm going to go through the steps that I take to do my logos. So let's go over to the computer. As you guys can see, this is my mother's channel right now. She definitely tried, but we need to make some kind of banner up here, and I need to make her some thumbnails and get it kind of spruced up a little bit. Like I said, guys, she needs some subscribers, so go ahead and subscribe to her. So this is her channel right now. So we'll move this over here, and we're gonna launch Infinity Photo. I've already been working on this. I'm just going to show you some of the steps that I took. What I did was I first went with some fonts and just put out a whole bunch of different ones, and these are the same right down here because I don't have the fonts loaded on this computer, so these are all the same right here. I originally started on my laptop and now I'm on the desktop. So what I like to do is get a good font, and I'll show you real quick where to get a good font. I like 1001 free fonts. I am a big fan of this, and you can actually download any font you want from this for absolutely free. So like, let's just download this one. I'll show you guys real quick on how to do this. And once you download it, we'll unzip it, and you have a folder. And those are your fonts. And from here, what we do, go into the hard drive, go to applications, and then what we're going to do is click on Font Book. And you open up Font Book from here, close this out. We'll go into the downloads file, and we'll click on it. We'll drag, we want the TTF file, and we click and drag it right in here. And now it's a motion picture font. So let's go into here, click on the font itself. We can look for it in here. Let's see, motion picture right there, and there's your font. So you can see that's the font. So that's real easy to download and just put your font in. What I'm going to do is preload fonts right now so that way you guys can see the fonts that I picked, and that way I don't have any problems with any of these files. But I just want to go over that real quick. I loaded up those fonts. When you go from one computer to the other, you might want to save the fonts. I put it on my Google Drive and I have it labeled as fonts, and then I click and drag them into FontBook, which is right here, and I transferred all my different types of fonts from there. So real simple. That's one of the things that you really want to know. I just did some layouts of different fonts. The next thing I do, just to get some motivation, is I like to open up a web browser and type in Storytime or something close to what I'm looking for, and I go to images, or you could type in bedtime stories or something like that, and you get some ideas of logo designs, get the creative juices flowing, seeing, get some ideas of what you would want. Like, I really like the clouds in this one. I don't really care for that. So you can get some ideas and just go through it. I like to save them out in a folder, which I did right here, and I have some clip art of stuff I liked. Yeah, I also downloaded some clip art. Just make sure it's not copyrighted, but I grabbed a whole bunch of different types of clip art. Some ideas for artwork, to put together some stuff. But first, let's get into actually designing the logo. So we're in here. From here, I like to take the text, and you can start like messing around with it, take it over to another page, but I'm going to show you right here. So maybe we'll take this part out. You can mix and match fonts. So let's go in here, take this out, let's cut this, and we'll do a new right down here, and maybe we'll shrink this down. Let's change the font size to that, and maybe we'll put this separate than the GG. We'll get rid of the GG for now, but we'll try and rework it a little bit, get that in there, and then put the GG there to give you guys just a little idea. So GG, which is not the right font. You can actually select the font. The easiest way to do it, I feel, and I'll show you real quick. I'll delete that, and I'll just take this, and I'll hit Option, and then click on it and drag it out, and then let go. And that'll make another word there. Now we'll put GG in there. There's two ways in Infinity Photo where you could change the size. You could go up here and change the size to however you want, or you could just click on the edge of the box and drag it out, and it'll change the size as well. And then you can move this around, and you could change the colors, you could do all kinds of stuff and rework this. Try and play with it. I tried several different ways. Let's get rid of this. Hit the delete key, click on that. The first one I liked was this one. Kind of play with the spaces and move stuff around. It's your YouTube channel. Try and make it a logo that you would want to see. Now, another thing that I wanted to do was bring in a piece of clip art, which you can make your own clip art, or you can find something pre-made, which I found something pre-made, and I actually went with this rose, which was already outlined. So what we're going to do is we're going to hit Command C, go into here, and then hit Command V. And there's our rose, and we can rework it and rotate it and get it into a position that we might like. Somewhere around there or over here, or maybe we'll make that width a little bit smaller. But anyway, rework it, add some design, and I'll show you what I wound up ending up with. I reworked a bunch of them. I found one with a book, and I added that. I added the rose with Storytime, and I moved this over, and I changed the GG and added a stem. Did a gradient on the stem. I actually put that in and put an outline around it. And there's the Storytime with GG. That's what I started out with, just like that. And then I added a stroke on that, and then it did the width and white. And let's actually just take some of these apart so you guys can get an idea. Storytime with GG, these were actually individual. This is separate. This was individual. I did a stroke of gray around it, and then I went into each one of these letters and just changed the colors. And that's how we got that Storytime with GG. And then I found a book online. This is actually grouped, that GG. And then the width is by itself, and then that's a book by itself, and I put that logo together. And the same thing with this. You guys saw how I did the GG. And then this one, you guys saw how I laid out that one. This, let's open up this group. That was that original rose. And then I drew out a stem, which you can do with this tool right here. You can draw out, and if you hold down on one of the points, you can curve it out. So I drew it out, and then just added a fill. So we're doing this just for fun. And then you can go back with this tool and adjust your edges. Now if you want to add a curve, you actually have to go to the pen tool again. So we'll go back to the pen tool, and you could actually click. Yeah, you just click. That's a really easy way to just make some cool little designs. And if you go into this and you click on effect, and I'm not doing it the correct colors because I want to show you what I actually did. These are really good tools to use. You can do a gradient overlay, and that's how I got that. You know, darker green. It's very subtle, darker green to a lighter green. So like if you click on here, we can click on, now we can click on the greens, and it goes to a lighter. Let's do a dark green, like a really, let's exaggerate this really big. And then this one we'll click on, and we'll turn this one into a lime green. There you go. And that's how you get that effect. Just to give you an idea, I'm just trying to show you guys quickly what I did. This was actually a chalk font. I just did that on the chalkboard, and then I went with the width from this. I actually liked it, and then I did the GG, and I did an outline. And these are really basic logos, guys. And then I grabbed some books and threw them on there, and then that's just a piece of clip art too, of a chalkboard, you know, and I played around with that. So that's basically how you do the logos. So those are the logos I gave to my mother. I sent them over to her, and she actually chose this one right here with the book. She liked that one the best, and so that's what I'm gonna build her channel up on. So we're gonna use this to actually make the header page. All right, so that was a quick look on how to brand your YouTube channel. Now, I wanted to stop for a second and just talk real quick. I know there's some graphic designers out there that are going to troll me and tell me that, Will, that's supposed to be a vector-based graphic. Yes, it is supposed to be a vector-based graphic. I do not have a vector-based program because I'm not doing this professionally anymore. There is a program that Infinity makes called Designer. I believe that's what it's called, but I'll put it down in the links below, and you can download that and you can actually make it with that. This is just for YouTube, so I'm just trying to show you how to make your logo for YouTube. It is a bit graphic. Basically, for anybody that's new to this, the vector-based graphic, you make it with lines, and it's a mathematical version of the actual graphic, so that way you can make it any size you want for billboards, posters, t-shirts. That's the way you want to do a professional graphic. We are doing a bit-based one because this is for YouTube and you are just doing the resolution for YouTube. So you want to keep your resolution high. I like to actually put my resolution at 300 dpi when I'm doing a logo this way. Now, you can recreate the logo in these programs after you create it in one of these photo programs. Like I said, this is for YouTube, so for all the little trolls out there that are going to be like, hey Will, you're doing this the wrong way, I'm a professional graphic designer. Yes, so am I. That's how I'm going to do it because it's graphics for YouTube, and I wanted to make this simple for the average Joe to do. If this is popular, I may do another one on thumbnails. We'll see if anybody gives a crap about this video. The reason why I'm using Infinity Photo opposed to Photoshop, it's an alternative to Photoshop, so if you're looking for a cheaper way out, but it's better than a subscription-based program, and that's why I switched over to Infinity Photo. So if you want to see that video, it's right here. If you have any other questions or how to do certain things, leave a comment down below. I'll try my best to answer them, or maybe I might do a video on it and throw your name in the mix for the next one. That's it for me, guys. Make sure you like and subscribe if this helped you, and remember, you can do anything if you put your mind to it. Later, guys! I'm quite oftenly impressed with some of my viewers. They do some great work. I must say that. I'm impressed with a lot of you guys out there that... You're still here? You haven't clicked on all these videos that I made? Or better yet, like button? Or even better, subscribe button? Just putting it out there.